Mari and I are going to share our Killa kit, but it really didn't get killed in my case. The stash kit that we made, and I wanted to first show you the layouts that I made, and then I will go through with what I have left in the kit. So this layout was the first layout that I made. This was with their circle challenge, and I ended up using the 6x6 paper pad that I'd pulled for quite a bit of this, and used some thickers that I had been wanting to use, and several different other things. Overall, I was very happy with this layout and what I was able to do with it. I love the circles and just the gold stitching. I think that's just really pretty and just worked well with my sweet kitty. So here's the second page I did. I believe this one was for mixed media. Again, a bunch of my paper layers. I did pull in the frames. I had the notes and things frames that I didn't realize that I still had, and I found them when I was cleaning up, so I pulled those into my kit as well. So that was nice to be able to break open a new embellishment pack that I had not used. So this is two, and to me this is still pretty heavy on pieces that I pulled, whether it be the enamel dots, frames, chipboard, more of the Project Life pieces. So, again, I was happy with what I was able to use. This is the third page in which we scrapbooked about ourselves. This pattern paper I did pull from my stash, and I think just about everything else, yes, was from the kit. And I had debated about that piece of paper and decided to fussy cut it, and I love the way that those flowers turned out. Again, another one of the frames that I pulled in at the last minute, so I was happy with that. And I used the girl on the chipboard sheet that I'd never thought I'd be able to use. So it's those things that kind of just surprise you. Don't ever throw things out that your first guess is that you're not going to be able to use, because if you had asked me, I would have sworn up and down I wouldn't have been able to use her, and yet I did. So that's the third layout. The fourth layout, now if I had to say one, this would be the layout that I did not use a ton of my stash kit for. We started off, the challenge this week was to use the inspiration piece. So this is the paper that I used as my background, and I finished off pretty much that floral paper by doing this floral border, and I really struggled with getting some of the stuff to work with the kit, so I went and I pulled out my C'est La Vie. Sorry, that's Romeo hollering at me. I pulled in the C'est La Vie puffy stickers that I had, and the cork hearts. I'm sorry, this is like the third time I have tried to do this. I have got to get this done before it gets much hotter in the afternoon, because once it gets to a certain temperature, I can't scrapbook in my area without the air condition on, and if the air condition is on, it sounds like a jet plane is in this area. So I'm sorry, please ignore him. So anyway, a lot of the things that I pulled in from my stash, but I'm perfectly fine with that, because to me a page done is a page done, and I was happy with the way that this turned out. So that was the fourth challenge, to use the inspiration. And the fifth one, oh gosh, what was this challenge? Was it mixed media? I can't remember. I'll go back and look this back up, because I remember I challenged myself further to make a masculine layout out of my kit, because my kit did tend to be very girly. So I pulled this paper in from my stash, and the thickers were in from my stash, but all of these other little paper layers were from the 6x6 pad. Oh my goodness. And these little pieces were from the Notes and Things Project Life cards. So that's it, 5 layouts done. Again, like I said, I was happy with what I accomplished with this kit. The I had pulled out 10 pieces of pattern paper and then 2 small pieces that were flimsy from like little paper pads, and I will show you now what I have left over. All of these little pieces I'm just going to recycle. Not sure where that came from. I just can't. I could challenge myself to use it, but I have so much left over, there's no need. So that will all go. This is all that I have left of that beloved piece of paper. So, you know, I think I got 2 layouts out of it. I think I did pretty good with it. So I think I'll trash that. These are just a couple little strips that I have left. This was a full sheet that I just have a little bit left. Oh my gracious, you will never see this again. He just needs some attention. Ugh. Come here. All right. Sit right here. Again, I am so sorry. You will not see him. He has to like get up on a stool to get up on the couch to get up on the desk to crawl up here. He's a mess. All right, so back to this sheet of paper. It is, you know, half used. I'm going to keep this because I love both sides. I will just stick that in my stash and I will definitely use it. This piece was a full sheet and I will keep this one as well. I love both sides and I know that I will use those. And this goes back with that. This sheet, I have 2 of these cut apart sheets, and I don't know that I knew that I had 2 of the cut apart sheets until maybe one of them popped up in a kit. So when I found this, I pulled this because I was like, well, let me use the one that I've cut first, and I don't think that I used anything off of it. I may have used this side, but I don't think I used any of the cut aparts. So I will keep both. I'm going to put this one back in my scraps for this side, and I will just leave this for the cut aparts. This was a full sheet, and I used part of that, so I will definitely keep that. Same with this. This was a full sheet. I used not much, but you know, for me, at least I'm using parts of my stash, so I will definitely keep this as well. My little bonus papers that I had that were from paper pads, I didn't even touch them. And this was surprising for me. I really thought that I was going to use this piece of paper for either side, and here it still sits. But never fear, it will stay in my stash until it's used because I love both sides still. I did not use this one, and I had pulled it for this side specifically. And I didn't use this pink paisley one, which I thought that I would use as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets left. So that means that I used 2 complete pieces that I pulled from my stash, 2 complete pieces of paper from the kit. So I used 4 total sheets, and then I still have a bunch left, and I made 5 layouts. And like I said, I could go on with this and make a lot more, but I like to mix things up, and I get tired of the same kit, so I need to make it a little bit diverse. So that's what I have left with the paper. And the paper pad was brand new, and I really got into that, but I still really have quite a bit left. So I will probably clean up these sheets a little bit just so I can see if I can store it a little bit nicer, and you know, at least I used it. See, this is my problem. This is why I have a stash. I cannot use things completely up. And it's not that I don't want to, it's just, it's like my attention span. It's like, I've got to do something different. I get tired of the same kits or same things after about 4 layouts. So anyway, and as far as the bigger embellishments, I did use both of these, and which is good because I definitely wanted to use them. I only used this for one title, and I think I have one, if not two on this, but it's okay. I love them both. They will stay. I did use this part, the green part of the Alpha. I really thought I would use the cream. It just goes to show you never know what you're gonna truly use. But I still like the size of these, and they're very versatile. So yep, these are going right back. I used two. It's crazy. My layouts are very full. I feel like they're very embellishment heavy. They're paper heavy, and it's crazy how little I feel like I used. This, I used half of that sticker, this tag, this one of the word phrases, and I used a couple of the Alpha stickers. Again, crazy. I mean, I feel like I really, you know, for those 5 pages that I really used stuff. But it just doesn't look it when you're looking at my embellishments. I used 2 of the chipboard pieces, and I love these chipboards. You know, quite a fit. I'm not sure that I would ever, I don't know how I would use this big dark piece just because it's very dark, but all the others, I mean, I would definitely use. So all of this will go back in my stash, and I'm okay with these things being in my stash because I still like them. So to pull out my top embellishment, the only thing that I added the last minute were these frames, and I used several of these, so I was happy with that. I used a couple of the cork carts. I'm not even sure if I used any of the wood veneer. You know, I always have them as a backup to use. Nope, I didn't even use any of my wood veneer, but that's okay. I'd still like all these pieces. They will go back in my stash. The only thing I'm not sure about are these hearts. Butterflies. I didn't use any of these. These have been in my stash probably 6, if not more years. So I may just donate those. I did pull in these Project Life cards and these Project Life pieces that came in that mini kit. Now I will tell you, I used the heck out of these, and I still have a ton. I use these on every single page, I'm pretty sure. And I still have a ton. So I will definitely look at these little mini kits again because I used the 3x4 cards. I'm not sure that I used a 4x6 card on this, but I have in the past, and these just went a long way. And I think for the price, especially if you use a coupon, they're perfect. I did not use any of these, which was surprising to me. I really thought that I would, but I still like these. These will stay in my stash. And I don't think I used any of these. And I have 3 word stickers missing, but I think that was like that. I don't think I used either one of these. And I was disappointed with that. I really wanted to get some of these used, and I really thought that between the grays and the wood grains that I would be able to get something done. And I didn't use any of these, and I did use some of the Alphas. So I guess for me, my lesson in this is that I had more in my kit than I needed, but I'm still okay with that because for me, it took away some of the time that I had to hunt for things. And I think doing some of the work in the beginning really helps to make the most of the creative time. So I will be doing a kit like this again. I'm not sure when, but definitely, because it did take a lot of the guesswork out for me, and for me to have 5 great pages that I love, then that's all that matters to me. And it definitely helped with the speed of getting things together for this, except for maybe this page, just because I felt like nothing really was working. So that's it. Be sure to check out Mari's video. I will link to her channel below, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you, and we will see you in a couple weeks with a new challenge. Take care. Bye.